Alright, we appear to be live. Let's send this out. So, I am trying out Suits and Nukes Aquacreep 3D. Because one, I love Suits and Nukes games. It's been a while since I played one. In fact, I think the last one I tried was the 2D version of Aquacreep. But, well, my computer kept crashing, so I wasn't able to finish it. Anyways, I'm really looking forward to this. I cannot wait to see this. And, well, let's hop right in. And no, I'm not going to skip the opening. Okay, interesting. Was not expecting that. A and B is swim. Starring Colin Hussey as Dean. Starring Alyssa Park as Isabel. Starring Scott McDonald as Steve. Starring Danny Chambers as Rebecca. It's hard to read that font. Starring Maddie Malley as Sean. Also, that's a really good breathing effect. That sounds like someone breathing through the, I don't remember what the things are called, but it sounds like a diver. Starring Nick Bean as Thomas. Cameron Powell as Trevor. Ashley Aishwara Ganakamaraj as Uma. I am sure I butchered that. Music is by Gerwin Kramer. Music is really good, by the way. Shift to run. Oh, I like the style here. Space to talk.
Storm's definitely rolling in. Looks like it's gonna be a rough one. You need a hand with anything out there?
Nah, I can take care of this. What are you gonna do?
And mouse. Okay, so it does play like what I remember playing. So that's good to know. We go change out this wetsuit.
Good call. Not like we can get anything done until the storm blows through anyway. Well, I better get my shit together here before it lets loose on us. My guess is it's gonna last all night. Maybe longer.
Dive storage. That seems like a good place to change out the wetsuit. Go soon. Yep, spacebar. Okay. Objective is to go to sleep. Alright. I'm guessing there's bunks over to the side. Well, that's a bathroom. Laboratory. Crew quarters. That must be where the vents are. Might as well talk to you.
Sup, jerk?
There you are. I was worried I wasn't going to meet my asshole quota for today. Have fun playing Aquaman this morning?
I see a lot of funny answers. I'm going to go with one that's probably not that funny. It's fine until we have to cut the dice short for but the storm is
Yeah,
here.
it kind of cropped up out of nowhere. I don't think this facility has ever been through a serious storm before. But hey, if it blows into the ocean, at least we all know how to swim, right? Hey, by the way, you heard the crew is meeting up in the rec room for the storm, right? I'll be the one getting drunk off my ass, so come have a beer with me later, okay?
Okay. That is an interesting pinup. And that would presumably be the Aquacreep. Okay, that's honestly kind of horrifying. I would guess the scream came from this way. So I'm willing to bet I'm the one that brought the creep back. So... Oh, that can't be good.
A shredded and bloody wetsuit. Who did I see wearing a wetsuit with this pattern earlier?
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. Due to the way I have this set up, I can't even go back and cheat. The raindrops coming off the beat is a nice touch.
Isabel, can I bother you for a second?
What do you need?
I was sleeping and I thought I heard someone scream. Did you hear anything?
I'm not sure. I've been pretty wrapped up in my work here. I thought I might have heard something like a scream, but I figured it was just the party or maybe just the storm. Now, you'll have to excuse me, Dean. The project requires my undivided attention.
Okay, so you're useless. Got it. Wait. Are those sea cucumbers? Oh, hey, Suits. Yeah, I've been wanting to try this for a while, but I want to, I deliberately wait till October. Wait, that's where I initially came from, so it's not going to be there.
Hey Sean, come here a sec.
Hey buddy, what's up?
This might sound a little weird, but you hear anything that sounded like someone screaming earlier?
Did I hear any screaming? Of course I did. It's a party, man. Everyone's screaming. Look, I'm screaming. Ah! Hey, never mind all that. How about you kick back and relax, huh? I remember, we're getting paid for this.
Hello, Uma. How are you holding up?
What, because of the storm? I'm doing surprisingly well.
Did you hear a scream?
Screaming? What, like someone was hurt or something? No, I can't say that I have. Might have been just the sound of the storm. It's awfully loud out there. But I gotta say, this has turned out pretty nice. Not often where working and having downtime are one and the same. I'm having a pretty good time.
It wasn't you, was it?
Hey, Tommy, can I bend your ear for a moment?
You want to talk? Sure. How you doing, man? Screaming? I mean, sorta. It's kind of a party if you missed it, know what I mean? Music blaring, people shaking it, getting drunk. I fucking love parties, man. Anywho, sure beats work, am I right?
Hey,
You seem worried, Dean.
Oops.
Try to relax. Plenty of time to get serious later.
did not mean to do that.
Hey, Rebecca, I have to ask you something.
Oh, hey, what's up?
You hear a
A
scream?
scream? Not really. I mean, the music is pretty loud. I can barely hear you right now. Come on, what are you waiting for? Grab a drink and join the fun.
Steve, you got a minute?
Oh, hey Dean. I was beginning to wonder if you were going to sleep right through the party. Say, you don't look very good. Are you sick or something?
Fine, but I think I heard someone screaming.
No, I hadn't heard anything like that. You said you were sleeping when you heard it. Could it be possible you had dreamed it? Maybe someone else heard what you were talking about. But I didn't. Sorry. Look, why don't you try to enjoy the party? It's not every day the Institute signs our checks to kick back and relax.
Alright,
Hey, let me ask you something. You didn't happen to hear someone scream a bit earlier, did you?
Scream? Where did you hear a scream?
Well, I'm not entirely sure if it was a scream. I was asleep when I thought I heard it, but it kind of sounded like it came from towards the equipment storage.
Okay, listen close, man. I need to talk to you, but not here. Meet me in the security room. Don't tell anyone, and come alone. You got me?
okay.
Trevor, you're kind of freaking me out a little. What's wrong? What are you?
Shh. Not here. You walk out first and head over to the security room. I'll meet you there.
Okay, works for me. I still don't remember who was in the blue suit. It was into a security room because I hadn't passed it earlier. Okay, apparently you can be right with the vent there.
Okay, I'm here. Now, what's this all about?
Okay, listen. This is gonna seem weird. Crazy even. But after what I saw, I really don't know how else to describe it.
Jesus, Trevor, man, you look like you saw a ghost. What happened?
I think I know, but I don't want to say. Not until you've seen this first. Here, look. You see that monitor in there? Keep watching.
Where is this? Dive storage?
Oh, I see it.
Wait a minute, who is that?
I remember you.
Good lord, what the hell did we just see happen?
Somebody just got attacked by something. Who and by what isn't exactly clear, as you can see from the video feed. But whoever it was got back up and shook it off like it was nothing.
Son of a bitch. I guess this explains that wetsuit I found earlier, too.
Wetsuit? What wetsuit?
In the end of the video, when the victim stands up and changes clothes in the locker, I found a bloody and shredded wetsuit lying on the floor in the dive storage. It looked like the one Thomas was wearing earlier.
So it was
For
Thomas. Okay.
Okay, man. Shit. But look, from now on, we tell each other everything. Agreed?
Sure. So that's one mystery solved, but we still don't know exactly what we're up against. What are we supposed to do now?
That's gonna have to be good enough, I guess. Here, take this.
Wait, you're giving me your gun? Why?
Don't worry. I keep a spare and some ammo in the security locker. I need you to have this, because you're the only one I can be sure is human right now. I could tell when you asked about the screams you heard in the rec room earlier.
What do you mean, is human?
I
he said.
mean, between what you witnessed and what we just saw on the security monitors, somebody out there isn't who they say they are.
You're telling me that someone in this facility isn't really a person?
I don't think whoever was attacked is even alive anymore, Dean. Whatever that fucking thing was is now running around, pretending to be human, and nobody but you and me have any idea.
Holy shit. What if there's more of these things? If that's what we're dealing with, then how are we supposed to know which one of us is really human?
I don't have an answer for that yet. But we do know one person ain't on the level, and I think the first thing we need to do is neutralize the threat we're aware of. You know how to use that thing, right?
Yeah, point the business end at whatever I want to die, squeeze the trigger. Just hope I don't shit myself in the process.
You do whatever you need to do, bro, but get it done. We can't afford to let this thing start picking us off one by one. I'm gonna head back to the rec room and try to see what I can figure out. Get over there when you're ready to make a move on this thing.
Oh, so checking it triggered the name drop. That's actually really cool. Right click to aim, left click to shoot. Okay. And infinite ammo. Works for me. Whoops. That was an accident. Also, I just realized I inadvertently did the trope black guy dies first. Nah, I'm gonna play this through.
Hey Tommy, can I bend your ear for a moment?
You want to talk? Sure. How you doing, man?
Doing good
Well,
time.
yeah, man. Of course. Aren't you? Anywho, sure beats work, am I right? You seem worried, Dean. Try to relax. Plenty of time to get serious later.
Okay. Well, so I got the name drop. Yeah, I'm not surprised that happened. Well, at least Trevor's alive this time. So what I should be doing is checking for other things, I think. I can find something in here. Really should be checking more places anyway. Nope, okay. Only door I can actually open is the one that's to my room, and I'm sure there's nothing left there. find anything here. It's always a good idea to just check everything though, so... Let's see him. Yep, okay, that's what I thought. It's not gonna hurt to try to see if there's anything here. So again, I don't think I'm gonna find anything. Nope, alright, so it's exactly what I thought I had to do, alright. Check something. Nope, okay. It's just that. Alright. Now let's try staying somewhat away from him if possible. No, stop that, stop that. Okay, so I actually do have to be somewhat near him. That makes things a bit harder. So it is just the going for the closest thing. And okay, this is pretty difficult. Oh wait, it's not... I'm making this hard on myself, aren't I? Okay, need to move a bit. You're not actually aiming at anyone now. Whoop! Run, 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 run. This is really hard. So obviously I can't shoot when I'm moving. Now what happens if I try doing this? Nope, that's what I thought. Okay. Also, this thing is annoyingly fast. I was making it harder on myself. Okay, good to know.
I'd say that went as well as could be expected.
You think? Man, they got a way up through the ceiling panels. Who knows where it could be right now? Shit, if bullets don't kill this thing, what the fuck kind of options does that leave us with?
Yeah,
I
gone
was
through this
thinking
option.
the same thing. We don't know how this thing reproduces itself, but even one of these motherfuckers walking around in the general public unnoticed is too many. Okay, look, forget all that for right now. We need to think of what our next move is. Maybe something in the lab could... Oh, fuck! Isabel's in the lab all by herself. She has no idea what just happened here.
And I will assume that's a checkpoint now it went through the ceiling. I should have known. I played as this thing before, I should have known that it was recorded. Check panels. Alright.
Isabel, we need to talk.
This had better be an emergency.
We have a very serious problem. I don't know if you're willing to believe this, but a member of the crew was killed by some kind of creature. The creature then went on to disguise itself as human.
Son of a bitch. I knew it.
You what? What the hell do you mean by that?
I mean, I had a feeling. I figured it couldn't have gotten too far. Allow me to explain. You see, the project we've been focusing on recently, it started out with mollusks and sea snails, until we discovered what we thought initially was a completely new species. A small green slug with yellow spotted patterns along its sides. Nothing about it seemed particularly noteworthy until one day, we discovered its more fascinating attributes. Shape-shifting.
You gotta be shitting me right now.
No, I'm quite serious. We placed the specimen in a terrarium alongside other species. We were shocked to find as the amount of new species would seem to disappear, more of the more common species would proportionally be present. We found that...
No, not the fact that it can shapeshift. I mean, you can't possibly mean to tell me that thing that's out there picking off the crew is some aquatic slug. I've seen it on video, partially at least, and I can tell you it was no slug. This thing had legs.
That's what I was getting to. We found that not only could it mimic other species at a cellular level, but in ingesting other organisms, it seemed to rapidly evolve. In many cases, acquiring attributes derivative of its prey.
So you're saying this little sea slug can mimic its way up the food chain and become just like whatever it eats?
I'm saying it doesn't end there. Just because it consumes an organism doesn't mean it's restricted to just taking the same form and aping its skill set. The creatures have demonstrated the capability to reassign organic matter into completely different new tissue. If left to its own devices, we found that they could produce rudimentary venom sacs, crude wings have formed, acidic saliva glands, and even initial cranial telemetric systems. We've witnessed these things move things without touching them.
Oh, fuck me. Now you're telling me these things are telepathic?
No, I'm saying they could be if the conditions were met and the evolutionary demand was concentrated enough. Essentially, they're the perfect adaptive organic machines.
Oh my god.
Not God, Dean. Science.
Yeah? Well, one of your little science experiments is running amok and taking people's lives.
Relax. There are procedures in place for this kind of situation. The Institute can fly a containment squad out here by daybreak. The storm complicates things, but I'm sure they can manage for a high-level emergency like this.
Are you hearing me right now? At least one of these things is out there right now, killing people and posing in their skins as replacements. Right now, we have no way of telling who's really human.
Yes, we do. I can run a test that will prove definitively among us who is genuinely human, but I'm going to need samples of everyone's blood. Here, take these empty needles. Collect a sample from all the remaining crew members and bring them back to me. But hurry. If we wait too long, all the cells will have already assimilated and we will have missed our chance. If we examine everyone's blood quickly, we can spot the predatory cells still in the act of fusing with the host's native blood cells. That's how we'll find out who's really one of us.
Sounds risky. We'd have to get pretty close to someone to extract their blood. But if this will prove definitively the identity of the creature, then it's worth the risk.
Just don't get too close. The creature's awareness is greater as it jumps from host to host. It'll learn your behaviors and adapt to it. That's what it does. Be careful.
Alright.
Whoa! Damn it! Don't sneak up on me like that!
Sorry, I wasn't trying to.
What are you doing out here in a storm like this?
Everyone in the rec room is scared to be around each other, so they all scattered to different buildings. I came out here to try and talk some sense into them.
Ugh, you shouldn't be doing that, Trev. It's really not a smart idea to be out on your own right now.
You out here by yourself, too. At least I think you are. You ain't got any creepy crawlers shawshanking their way through your guts telling you to kill me right now. Right?
My guess is that if I did, I wouldn't be so inclined to tell you about it, would I?
Nah, I'd guess you wouldn't, so I suppose there ain't much point in asking. Been a while since you ran off to check on Isabel. Anything you want to cop to?
Actually, there is something. There's a helicopter being dispatched to come pick us up. Real pros, G-men I guess. You know the type. Top-level operatives who know how to clean up a mess like this.
Finally, some good news. So now what? We just hang tight till they get here?
Not quite. We can't risk taking someone back with us who might be infected with the creature. Isabel's got a blood test she's putting together, but I need to get a sample from everyone on deck so we can make sure we're all clean.
And this test is guaranteed? No chance of a false positive, is there?
You'd have to ask Isabel about that. All I know is that if I don't get the samples under the microscope as quick as possible, the blood from the creature is going to be impossible to distinguish from the blood of any of us.
Oh, hell, man. Why didn't you say so in the first place? Hurry up and get the samples before we run out of time and have to go back to the spray and pray technique.
That's what I came up here to do. Head inside the lab and wait with Isabel. When I get back with the samples, we'll find out if anyone's not on the up and up. Then we just have to make it until the chopper gets here.
So there's an obvious problem with this. There's no way to know that Isabel isn't infected. What a shot.
Isabel's got a blood test that can tell us who's the creature and who's a human. There's also some kind of contingency squad flying in through the storm that's gonna wipe the place.
Thank God for all that, then. If they're sending in professionals, why the blood test?
I would think that would be obvious, Doctor. Squad or no squad, we're still bumping elbows with a homicidal shapeshifter, and I think we'd all breathe a little easier knowing who it was. Now hold out your arm, please.
Fair point. All right then, have at it. I hope Isabel's test can finally put the matter to rest. I've never seen everyone so on edge. Not that I really blame them.
For the record, I really like Trevor. Anyone in here?
Relax, Uma. It's me, Dean. I'm human. Listen, I need something from you. I need to take a sample of your blood so we can run it under the microscope and make sure you're really you.
Like a blood test? Like my vision? The ones about the microscope?
Yeah, just like that. I only need a little. Will you comply? Or are you going to make me take it from you?
I suppose you have every right to want to figure out who's the monster. Okay, make it quick. I suck at needles, but I'm willing to give in to whatever it takes to figure this out.
Thanks. We should know the results soon. I think it'd be best if you just stay here until we know for sure, for everyone's safety.
It's still weird to me hunting the creature rather than being the creature.
Easy there. I'm not here to hurt you. It's me, Dean.
I trust you. Kinda. What do you want?
Listen, Isabel knows a way to find out who's really human, but to do it, I need to take a sample of your blood. Just a small one. Then a helicopter will come and take us all away from here. Sound good?
A test? If it means I can stop cowering away and get off this rock, then yeah, you can have some of my blood. Look, I hate needles, so just do it quick, alright? Before I get second thoughts. Fuck that pinch. God, I hate needles. But you got what you needed, right? You can tell who's the monster now?
Hopefully. Again, I am aware of the issue with this plan. There do have to be someone in here.
Okay, Sean, here's the story. Since nobody knows which one of us is the monster, I'm going around taking blood samples. Isabel's got a test ready in the lab that can answer our little identity crisis. To that end, I'm gonna need a contribution.
My blood? Is the test gonna pick up any other things?
Relax, we're just looking for signs of the creature. Nobody's interested in what you do in your free time. I'm in kind of a rush, so would you mind?
Oh no, yeah, that's fine, that's okay. You know what? Why don't you let me handle this for you? I, kinda know my way around these things pretty well. Phew, there we are. Boy, that takes me back. Better days, I can tell you that much.
Okay, Druggy. Yeah, okay, I was pretty sure that's everyone, because we already know Thomas is gone. But I wanted to check. Alright, technically I never got one from you.
Alright, Trev, your turn. Just need a little sample of your blood and we can all know for a fact what you and I already know.
Okay, man. Just make it quick. Let's be done with it.
Okay, you're just gonna feel a little pinch here.
Man, I've gotten shots before. Just do it already.
There, see? No big deal.
Alright. Obviously we need you.
So, this test of yours, can we fully count on it? Is there any chance of an error? Tell me now or consider the blood on your hands.
So long as you get the samples under the microscope before every single invasive predatory cell has fully assimilated, you'll notice an obvious difference.
And it better be obvious. Don't think you're in the clear just yet, Professor. As far as I'm concerned, we all need to pass the test like our life depends on it. Because it does.
I'd expect nothing less. Here, you'll be needing a sample of my blood as well. Alright, that should do it. Put it under the microscope and see for yourself. I'm human.
Alright, microscope time. Okay. Okay, Trevor it is then. Right now, I actually am going to shoot you. There we go.
Isabel, what the hell happened to the microscope? How are we supposed to figure out the shapeshifter's identity now?
Calm down. There must be another way. The creature has a high tolerance for extreme temperatures. If you were to be able to manipulate the air conditioning units, maybe you could get the temperature low enough to trigger a reaction.
What kind of reaction? Would cold temperature force this thing to reveal itself?
I wouldn't say that. I was thinking maybe more along the lines of condensation. A human's breath becomes visible in low temperatures due to the air we exhale being warmed by our bodies. The creatures are cold-blooded, so
Anybody whose breath I can't see in cold temperatures is probably the creature in disguise.
Now I need to find the screwdriver. Best place to look for a tool would be in storage. Here we go, screwdriver. And is there anyone in here? There is not. Okay. Alright, so you're still in here. You can do this now. Dude, I seriously just got lucky. Yeah, I don't see any breath from him. Oh, you've grown. I need to stop trying to shoot it more. Also, that is a really good sound effect. I hate it. Just in case it resets, because you've made at least one game before where it changed. Alright, you're real. Okay, that's breath. I do like that it saves when I got the screwdriver, so I don't have to really worry too much there. Alright, so it looks like it did stay the same. I'll have to check the laboratory to be sure. Doctor? Okay.
Well, the blood test won't work again. Someone sabotaged the microscope. I'll need to figure out another way to decipher the identity of the creature.
Do you think it was the beast who did it?
We can't rule it out. Frankly, it's the most logical option.
Look, if it helps, I keep a spear gun in my locker. Take this key down to dive storage and grab it if you want.
Thanks. This might actually help.
Okay. Now I should know better. I usually talk to everybody in these games. Why did I just not do it this time? I'm going to assume it's the only other locker that has a color lock. Okay. So yeah, that's probably going to make things easier for me. Obviously, you've decided so it's not necessary, but I'm pretty sure it's going to help. I like this.
Is that it? Is it finally dead? Looks like it. Wait a minute, I think I hear something outside. Could it be?
Thanks for that tip, Suits. Yeah, I really do love your games. They're always so fun. I should probably clip shooting Trevor by accident. I was wondering.
news yet on just how widespread infection has become, but we have been told here at Channel 12 that attacks have spread rapidly.
Violence erupted across the downtown area tonight as people fleeing a coffee shop massacre were gunned down by military forces. Officials have claimed it was not known which of the individuals were actually human and which were creatures from another world.
Reports of massive fires across the city tonight as chaos continues to sweep the area. The entities now being referred to as creeps have overrun nearly every part of town, leaving survivors to wonder if this could be the dawning of the end of the human race as we know it.
Panic-fueled riots have overtaken several business districts in the area as the invasion continues. Suspicion is at an unprecedented level as townsfolk begin to fear their neighbors and loved ones of actually being one of the creatures.
Police aren't sure just how it began.
Ooh, Humor Express. I will absolutely take a look at that later.
Have ever encountered before.
Military forces were quickly overcome on the city's west side this evening as what has only been described as some kind of alien life form overtook the area, consuming those unlucky citizens in their path.
Mass evacuation attempts are being made as people flee the horde of unidentified creatures, infiltrating city homes and businesses, many being halted by military officials. The Pentagon has issued a tri-state-wide quarantine in efforts to stop the spread of the epidemic, while rescue crews set up relief tents in designated hotspots along the perimeter of the infection zones.
I'm just glad I finally got to play Aquacreep, because, like I said before, my computer kept crashing originally on the old one, because, well, I need a new computer. But now I have a new computer, so it's actually able to play it. Rank Kurt Russell. Okay, yeah, so, again, as always, I love this, and I can't wait to play more of their games. Anyways, that'll be it for this for now. Gonna take a bit of a break, and then I'll be back with the next game to stream.